Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Today is Martin Luther King celebration. Yes, yes, yes. January the 15th, 2024. And wow, what a wonderful day, no matter how cold it is outside. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Those who are here in the moment and those are who are here afterwards on a different day and you have joined in with us. We thank you for joining us. I am fixing my tea here. I got chamomile and it's different green teas today.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Did you hear that you're not supposed to use metal utensils with honey?
No.
Really?
Yes, I just found that out. It's just I heard it first from this older gentleman who talks about uh remedies of how lard isn't really bad for you and all the other stuff, and he was saying use honey but do not use metal utensils, use plastic utensils because the metal will take some of the nutrition out of the honey. I was like, okay, now I got to really
Hmm.
find
Wow.
Oh,
some
I don't
things.
know. I never heard that. Grand Rising, Miss Danyelle. Um, we've already started the show, and so you can introduce yourself as the host right now, if you please.
Good morning, Grand Rising. It is Monday. Millionaire Mindset Monday. Today is January 15th, 2024. And pardon me for not being bright and cheery right now. I'm just having a morning. And I'm fully understanding why people have multiple sources of income. Yeah, Grand Rising. Grand Rising. You look nice, Sheila.
I thank you. I thank you. Today is well, how about this is the red for the blood that Martin Luther King shed in order to complete his mission on earth. And so again, we just we thank God for passion and purpose and what that leads us to. Um, especially if you were able to leave earth doing your purpose, doing what you're passionate about. So that's really, 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 really cool. Hey, what's up, Miss Lolly Lolly?
Hey,
Hey.
I'm working
Mm-hmm.
and joining in, and I'm excited for our conversations today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, guys, I have to move locations. I'm trying to find a warm spot where I'm at. We have heat, but old building does not. Let's just say I just got off of work from 12 hours myself, so my room is not warm, but I'm back in my room because my power source is about to die. So I'm just having one of those days right now. Like, seriously.
Yeah, one of those days when you feel like you need to go back to bed and wake up again, you know,
Well, I never went
be a
to, I
whole
never,
nother day, another space and everything.
I never
Grand
went to sleep.
Rising,
And it's
LaKeisha.
like I never went to sleep because I came off of a shift. Came off working a shift, and what is it? This time around, my relief didn't want to show up. My relief didn't show up Saturday. So because this is a mandated 24-hour case, I end up spending 24 hours with a client because nobody showed up. Today I left. I'm like, I'm not doing that today.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, we thank God that you were able to be there, that you weren't down and out. And so the we're grateful for what was able to happen for all, whether we see it for the goodness or not. So hey, LaKeisha, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We've already started the show.
Doing absolutely wonderful and amazing. I've been
Mhm.
burning the midnight oil. Then I made myself lay down for a couple hours and
No,
whew,
I looked up and my husband and I were talking and talking about spiritual, where he is, where I'm at, and you know, and just a conversation that was really cool. And I was like, I looked up and it was two something. I looked up and it was three something. And I looked up, I said, I have got to go to bed. Almost 4 o'clock. I gotta go to sleep because I gotta get up. And so here I am, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And our blood is red rolling through our veins. Mm, 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 mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm. And it's cold. And let me tell you, when I watched that game the other night, not last night, but see, last night was Sunday, Saturday, in what was that, Missouri? Was that Kansas City or wherever it was, and they was out there freezing watching that game. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if any of you watched that game, but it was way below zero. And them people, because they were passionate, was out there. The football players was out there below. I mean, like
yes.
not like five below, not, I'm talking about below zero, and the wind chill and everything. You could see the air coming out of their mouths as they was breathing, and they was out there playing. And I just figured, well, surely it's going to be kind of spotty in the audience. It was jammed packed. When you love something, when you're passionate about something, when you're determined, can't nothing stop you. And that was proven that day because the people were out there to watch it
Mm,
in
mm,
the
mm, mm,
freezing
mm, mm,
cold weather.
Yeah, they said
mm,
the
mm,
coldest in
mm.
history.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
coldest in history.
But they were passionate about what they,
Wow.
and they was passionate about supporting their team. Now that's teamwork. That's teamwork. You don't let your
Mhm.
team member down. You don't. You show up and you be there, and they were on time, and they were cheering, and I was probably a lot of cheering because they wanted to stay warm. So you move your body.
Mhm.
But I'll tell you, and yeah, and then of course we won last night, so that was wonderful. Oh, I'm not a sports person as far as watching the games and stuff, but my husband is. So I got in on that. And then a star, she follows the football anyway. And Danyelle and she blessed me by with a ticket to go to the uh the Pistons game.
I have to thank Sharonda for that. That was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
blessing from Sharonda.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then she
Sharonda, if you're on
blessed
right
it
now, I
into
want to say
me.
thank you.
Yeah,
I
she's
did
not
text you,
on
thank
yet.
you.
Yeah. So, I just wonderful, wonderful things, and getting some clarity around something. So I'll turn it on over to the two of you. She's already spoken, so you want to come on in and chime on in, LaKeisha? We've started the show. We're recording.
Hey, okay.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I
Introduce
am
yourself.
LaKeisha,
Yeah.
LaGrande, aka Madam Finance. Woo!
Yay.
How did y'all weekend this weekend? Okay, guess what? I didn't have no power. My power went out over the weekend.
No.
In the morning, it kept flickering all night, flickering on, flickering off, coming out on, coming off, and then it stayed on for a long time. I woke up like 3 something in the morning, and it went out, and it was out until yesterday. So I was kind of like, ooh, 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 you know, because the Motor City match grant today is the deadline.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if anybody was working on it or was thinking about working on it.
I was.
And going over it in my mind and meditating, you know, because everything, a lot of the things that I needed for the grant was on my website. I mean, was on
On
my
your
computer
computer.
at home. But I
Mhm.
do have a laptop, and so I was able to complete as much as I could. And I am going to finish it up today.
Mhm.
And so I don't know what, kind of wanted to talk about preparation for the grants for 2024. Since we said we're stepping up, we're leveling up, there's so many grants that's out here that come across my path that I did not take advantage of. I did quite a few, but nowhere near like I should have. Especially with artificial intelligence, it is no way that we should not be applying for these grants. They are for us. They are for minorities and women of all color, the majority of them.
Mhm.
And we are double minorities because y'all are African Americans and you all are women.
Mhm.
And so filling out a lot of the grants like Natural Living by Design, we have been able to get some grants. We have been able to get some loans throughout our time in business. And this month, woohoo, this is our 5th-year anniversary. I don't know if I said anything about it, but
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
the 5 years, and we stuck, you know what I'm saying? We made it. We made it through the pandemic. We made it. We keep prospering. We're growing.
Mhm.
We're scaling at a good pace. You know, I would like for us to scale a lot faster, but 2024 is going to be that year that we scale forward. I am so tired of talking about Saltscape Spa and Float, which is our beautiful Himalayan salt cave spa and float, called our healing spa. So this year I'm doing everything that I can to try to make that happen. From doing my credit. My credit is slowly but surely. I was like, okay, Lynn, I didn't really get deep in it. And my credit is, I'm doing some things and my credit is increasing. I was like, okay, okay.
Okay.
Feeling good. So there's some things that I would like for us to prepare
Mhm.
for these grants. You know, we're in the preparation stage because a lot of times when the opportunity presents itself,
Mhm.
it's too late to prepare. So I want to give you all the tools that you need to prepare yourself for these grants because a lot of them are almost the same. And if you already ahead of time, then had certain things in place, you'll be able to whiz through these grants,
Mhm.
whiz through them because they're almost identical in certain forms. And so I have a grant list, a to-do list to share with you on you know on preparation, things that we need to do to prepare for future grants. Are y'all okay with that?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
Okay,
Mhm.
because you know everybody, Lali got her beautiful different ventures that she has going on. Evelyn, you know, you have your arts and craft. You know, everybody got something, you know, going on. So
Yep.
we all can benefit from these grants. Now, one of the things that I found out with doing a lot of research um over the weekend, I ran into some things that just by saying you're a consultant, like consulting can help you get these loans and these monies, education and consulting. Like you could do hair consulting because you're a hair professional, expert. You
Mhm.
know, you're arts, you know, you consult, you teach people about arts and craft. Lolly, she teach the students. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ways that you can for sure get a lot of money if you position yourself. And there's no reason why, with artificial intelligence, that we should not be getting some of these grants.
Mhm.
Okay? Because you can definitely use it to help you brainstorm, get your thoughts together, and answer the questions for you.
Mhm.
You know, so we did have a session with artificial intelligence. Maybe we should have some more because I have some more information I found
Yeah.
out about.
I would appreciate that if you can do that, if you can even throw that in today. some, you know, something in there today if you can. You know,
Okay.
um,
Okay.
I did give you the power if you need to use that.
I do. It was something I wanted to share, but it's 9:18 already. So I want to get at least through some of this list so that we can start working on it. It's January. We got a whole year
Mhm.
to apply for these grants. I mean, these grants are coming like left and right. Be so many of them, you know, but you can pick and choose. But a lot of them, you know, we do qualify for because
Okay.
again, that we are minorities and we are women and they want minorities. They got a lot of grants for minorities, women of all color,
Mhm.
and for the city of Detroit. They really want to build up the city of Detroit and Highland Park. And it's one more, I think it's Hamtramck, but for sure, Highland Park and Detroit, a lot of grants are out here to build up the city of Detroit and Highland Park. So one of the things that we want to do to position yourself to get these grants is one, you have to be incorporated. So if you're not incorporated, get incorporated. You definitely have to be incorporated. The next one is you have to have an employer identification number, a EIN number, and you get that from irs.gov.
Mhm.
You know, so some of these things I know we know, but I'm just going to go over, you know, for those who do not know. And a lot of times it's best when you're getting incorporated. What I do with my people who I help, or customers or clients, we just do everything that same day, from getting incorporated, getting your EIN number, getting your DUNS number, etc. You should
Uh,
go ahead.
Can you, because now when you said the EIN, you said where to go. Could you say where to go to get your name, your legal name, Michigan,
I, to get the
Michigan.gov?
EIN number.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay,
No, the EIN,
to get incorporated, you go to Michigan.gov.
yeah.
To
Mm-hmm.
actually get incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, it's around $50 to get incorporated. The best $50 that you would probably spend in your lifetime. There would be so many benefits for having a home-based business. Lala, you got a question?
Sorry, I was trying to find my mute. I was like, where is it? Okay. So when you say incorporated, are you saying like get your LLC or is that a different step?
That's incorporated. Can get, yeah, your
Yeah,
LLC
your LLC
Okay.
is a corporation.
is incorporated. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yep,
All
your
right.
limited liability corporation, a S corporation, you know, you get, it's best to do that instead of doing a partnership or a solo, um, incorporated as a solo. So just, you know, LLC is one of the best. C Corp, S Corp, whichever you feel, you know, that you want to do for your business.
And
So
make
you,
sure you understand, I just want to throw this in here that
yes,
the popular thing now is the LLC. If you do the corporation, there's double tax on that, and or your S corporation, and if it's the S preferred over if you don't do the LLC, the S corporation over
corporations preferred over
the
the C.
regular corporation. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody's just kind of going with the LLC now. Just wanting to make that difference, or if you're going to be a nonprofit or for-profit business.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these grants are also are catering to some of the nonprofit organizations as well. So
Mm-hmm.
you find more grants on nonprofit organizations. The next thing that's very important is that you want to have a business bank account,
Mm-hmm.
because you got to have a place for them to send you the money. You know, they're gonna send it whoop, boom, directly into your bank account, like bam.
Right.
Not only that, but if you are already in business for yourself and you're already accepting payments via Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, that money needs to be going in a separate account other than your personal account anyways.
Mhm.
And in order for you to open up your business account, you need to have your documentation that you are a business, quote unquote, the LLC and the EIN number. So everything LaKeisha is telling you is just following the steps. Get your LLC, go and get your EIN number. And once you get your EIN number and the paperwork that says your LLC is approved, that bank is so happy to give you a business account. Is ridiculous.
Mhm.
They're happy to give it to you.
Absolutely. After you go to the bank, you want to apply for your Duns and Bradstreet number. So this is an area that most people miss.
Mhm.
They don't know about the Duns and Bradstreet, and another segment I can go more deep into the Duns, because it's only an hour. I just want to make sure that you all can start some type of preparation today, so that we can all get some of these grants that's out here for 2024. Okay.
Mhm.
Stacy has a consulting business she has, so there's no reason why Miss Scott is not applying for these grants as well. That have made it so much easier than it was in the past. You just have to be prepared. It might be a little lengthy, but if you prepare for it, you can be able to go right through them.
Can
Mhm.
you spell that? What did you say? Duns? Can you spell?
Duns and Bradstreets.
Yeah, done.
DUNS
DUNN. Done.
NS and Bradstreet. But
And
here's
Brad.
the question, LaKeisha, because I have my Dun and Bradstreet number, and Duns and Bradstreet, to my understanding, is your business credit. You have your credit, but once you establish your corporation, since your corporation is a separate entity from you, it has its own credit. So I have it, but I have no idea how to track it, how to look at it. Like, the same thing we doing with our personal credit. I don't know what my business credit score is, nor do I know how to
Okay.
access that. And every time I do, they want me to pay to have access to my Duns and Bradstreet number. So can you
Yeah.
explain to me what's going on with that?
Well, I didn't want to actually spend a lot of time on the Duns and Bradstreet. Maybe we'll have a segment on it, but just briefly, it is a place where people who want to do business with you, like I'm a supplier, so some people might want to see how reliable that my company is. So sometimes they can go to Duns and Bradstreet, look up and see the status of your company. Is your company really legit? How is your company as far as paying bills and debts and different things like that? Yeah, they do want you to pay into Duns and Bradstreet. I you know I have not paid into it. You don't have to pay into it, as long as you have that number, unless you're really getting ready to go to the next level where you are really, dealing with a lot of other companies, business to
Oh, no,
business.
I just want to know, but I know it's business credit. And also, if we're talking about business credit, getting loans and just extra funding, period, there's a number associated. And I know it's like just like your credit score,
Yeah, they can
if it's
report
just
on you. Yes, they can report on you, and it will go to Duns and Bradstreet. So they
okay.
can report and put negative or positive things on you with your Duns and Bradstreet. Taxes. Oh my God. We're really going to do a segment on taxes, okay? Taxes should be done and available to reference for the previous year. So if you have not filed your taxes, it is nothing to it but to do. Even if you didn't make no money, it's okay that you didn't make no money. File your taxes. People look at you more as a professional. It's okay that you didn't make any money that following year, but you want to file. We're moving with excellence here, okay? Just like you're supposed to file your personal taxes every year, we're supposed to file our business taxes every year, whether you made the money or you haven't made money. So it's money that's out here still from COVID-19, from the pandemic, that I'm finding out, that I'm going to bring to y'all attention sometime this week. That money you can get if you file if you filed 1099. If you were 1099 or you was independent and you filed 1099, oh baby, I'm gonna finna try to bless so many people that you will be able to get anywhere from 3,000 to I think the maximum is $35,000 just because of the pandemic. Going back, tax credit that you'll be able to get, honey. Mm. So much stuff that we're gonna have a bomb and amazing 2024 this year. I got so much information I just want to get out. Okay. Now we got the taxes thing. So side W-9 form. So a lot of times they may ask for a W-9 form, which is a very easy form to fill out. You'll get that form. You can get that form from irs.gov. A lot of times if they're asking for it, they will give you the link, and all you do is click the link. You fill it out, just your name, your address, the name of your company, things like that. So they have to, show proof they're giving you this money, so you'd have to have that sign a W-9 form. The next one is have a mission for your business written out about how you will positively impact your community. I have not been across a grant yet that did not want to know how are you helping the community, okay? A mission statement is something that don't cost any money, just some time. You need a mission statement. So have a mission statement. It's certain things that we need to have in place and ready for when the opportunity presents itself. Boom, we're already ready. We're not flipping, trying to find out, trying to figure it out. Your mission statement, sometimes I don't see this on a lot of websites, but a lot of websites do. So when I years ago, I always would look at big company websites and see what type of information that they will have on their website. So a lot of them will have a mission statement, a vision statement. You should have that. You should have that anyway. Where are you going? And I can't wait. I wanted to piggyback on Lolly of her y'all wonderful show, Queen Adunia and Lolly, about writing it down and how things manifest. I got a video for that. It's so powerful. And it's just, I truly believe in that. Like everything that I've seen, like I've written down, I have been able to accomplish in my life. There are some things that still, it's going to be accomplished, but writing it down really make it manifest a lot faster. But that's very, very important to have a mission statement, have a vision statement. I even say take it a step further, because during the pandemic, I was like a sponge, learning so much and being a part of these large organizations that we've been able to get classes paid for on our behalf. Those were like grants that they paid for, like Lear Corporation paid for us to take certain courses and classes, and Capricorn leadership and other type of courses and classes. We was able to have Google pay for some of these programs that's out here. That was a different type of grant that paid for us to be able to take these different programs, and like 6 weeks, 6 month long programs. And it really has helped us, and I think made us be able to stay sustainable through the COVID and different things like that. So, yeah, so you definitely want to have your mission statement, your vision. And now the reason why I said that, even the core values, if you go on our website, on Natural Living by Design, you will see our core values. You should know what your core values are. So we learned about core values, having your core values. So that's very important also, so people can know exactly what your company is about, what your employees, need to know your core values so that you can be on the same accord and have that perfect energy, that culture. Because you are the culture. Your core values is what is setting the culture within your company. So you definitely want to make sure everybody's on one accord, your employees, everyone knows as part of your business what to expect and the core values of the company. Outline who your current employees are. You and who else can be considered your employee. So if you don't have any employee, it's okay. Just say you don't have any employees. But that is a question they're going to want to know. How many employees did you have? These are things that are common and things that you should have for when you're filling out these grants. Sign grant agreements when necessary. So sometimes they may have some forms for you to, to fill out online. So that's no big deal. One of the things that we should all have is like an elevator speech. You should have a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute elevator speech about your company. So when somebody say, tell me about yourself and your company, it's supposed, you got to practice it. It should just roll off of your tongue when people come up to you and say, hey, tell me a little bit about your business. What do you do? 1 minute, because some of them want a 1 minute, some of them want a 2 minute, some may allow you to do a 3 minute about you and your company. So you want to be able to shine and get as much pertinent information about your business as possible. So have that to elevate it. Also, everyone should take the time out to have a video, because some of them want you to upload a video or tell me about your company and what you're going to do with the money. That's another thing you have to know about ahead of time. What would you do with, if we're going to give you 50,000 or 25,000? What are you going to do with the 25,000? And we'll do a segment on that as well. What they are looking for when they asking you that, so you have a better chance on getting the funding that you want. Okay. One of the things is that you want to make sure whatever that you're doing when it comes, I can't say this much, whatever it is that you're seeking, to make sure that it's making money. What are you doing to produce money? So think about what it is that you would want to do with the money. If you came across a grant for 25,000, let's already have in mind what you want to do with what you do with 25,000 within your business. What do you need? Do you need inventory? Do you need, don't really say that you need to catch up on bills, or catch up on your, what you going to use that money to produce more. Do you need more inventory? Things to help with your operating expenses. Some things it's okay, marketing. You need money for marketing. You need money, So we'll have a segment on what you should be speaking on when it comes to filling out these grants, so we can make sure that we can fill out these grants. There's no reason why we should not be filling out these grants, especially with artificial intelligence. I done gave y'all this nugget. Let artificial intelligence answer those questions for you. You put in the information that you want, you tell it what to do, and it will help you. That's a nugget. I can't tell y'all. That's a gem. I wasn't gonna tell that secret to nobody, but why I can't keep it from the girls? I can't keep it from the girls. Let's see. Business website. Get a website up. You got Wix.com. You can get you a website, fix it up without paying anything right now. You just want to get it started, get it going. And now they done made it so much easier. Like, it's really easy. One of the reasons why I like Wix is once you build it, you'll always have it. You have, Stacy said, I know and use AI frequently. It's amazing.
Mhm.
Oh, girl, yes it is. Yes it is, Miss Scott. Yes it is. And all I have to tell you, Miss Scott, your show was amazing last Saturday. I ain't see it this Saturday because my power was out. I'm somewhere else. But last last Saturday, or Saturday before last, you had an amazing show. I loved it. It was very informative. Keep up the good work.
And
That's
post your show on the website. You know, if you remind us every week, put it in WhatsApp, you know, especially by Friday, put it in so that we can do that. I also want to throw out on the website that I've come across some programs where they do not want, they want your business email. When they say that, they do not want a Gmail, they do not want a Yahoo or nothing like that. They want it to say Sheila@Everett's.com. That's what they want to see. And you can't go any further.
that is so good that you brought that up, Queen, because yes, you are we're moving for excellence. And it's a lot of weight on our shoulders because there are a lot of young ladies and young men who want to start their business and do their business. And so we have to be able to reach back and pull those young ladies and men up. And we have to be in a position to show them how to do it in excellence. We have to do, we're here blessed to be a blessing. And if we're going to do it, we need to do it right. We need to do it right. We need to move with excellence. Nothing less but excellence.
And then I would say, I know in order to have the business email, that is a paid service from Wix. I know you can have a free account from Wix, whereas like Wix.com. However, you do want to go ahead and pay for that hosting, even if you pay for it monthly until you get the grant to go ahead and pay it out yearly. Your domain name is something that you want to purchase, whatever your business name is, you want to get it not just for 1 year. Go ahead, usually 1 year is like 99 cents. Go ahead and purchase it out for the next 5 years. So you don't have to come across, get busy, miss the email, and then all of a sudden your website is down because you didn't purchase the domain name, years out. And then your hosting is a monthly commitment unless you purchase it annually. And anything that you do annually, they give you a discount for purchasing it for the whole year versus stretching out monthly. But the fact that they have it set up where you can stretch it out monthly, makes it even great, until you get that extra funding to just go ahead and be like, I'm paying everything off on a yearly subscription.
Yeah, the longer you wait, like the cheaper it is. So if you do it 3 years, pay for 3 years, you saving money the longer you have it. If 1 year, if you have it 2 years, you're saving more money, But yeah, so that's good also. Another thing, those who do not have a business, who've been considering having a home-based business, because now they allow you to have a home-based business, from your home since the pandemic. Make sure when you are choosing your company name, this is so very important. We did talk about it, touched on it, but just want to reiterate the importance of it. Is when you're looking for your company name, make sure that domain name is available, like Madam Finance. I had to make sure nobody else has it, for one. For two, you want to make sure that domain is available. So I had to put in madamfinance.com to see if that name is taken, because you don't want to have a business name and you do not have the property of the domain name. So if the domain is not available, my suggestion is to think of another company's name. Because then and also, because it's like property. So you also, when you're don't just get a .com. You're supposed to get a .com, a .net, and a .org. It's very important that you own those 3 properties. Since if anybody try to piggyback on your success or different things like that, you got it covered. Okay? Because you can have a .com and somebody else have it and they doing the .net and they thinking it's you and it's totally somebody else because they piggybacking on your success and it can be confusing. So to protect your business, always get a .com, a .net, and a .org. Any questions thus far?
Oh, I have a quick tip. I'm watching the time. While you guys are filling out for your grants or getting your business together, you can always set that camera up on your phone and film you doing that. That's a reel. That's a video that you can use for anything else of you actually working at your desk. You may not think that it is, but you never know people actually visually seeing you do the work. And I'm not saying show them, on the computer what you're doing, just you working at your desk, you drinking your coffee, you talking on the phone or whatever. It encourages, inspires somebody else, because how many people, and you're scrolling, how many videos have you seen of someone else in business or being successful, or just a video of somebody else sitting at their desk, being on the phone or doing the day-to-day work? Just turn the camera on. And if you just record stuff, as you record stuff, you can always sit back, go back and edit and, put yourself out there, because there are grants out there that they actually want to see that you actually are doing something in your business via social media. So keep that in mind too. They also want you to have social media platforms too, in addition to a website. I've seen that. They want to see the name of your business, your website, and your social media handles. So once you get the name of your business and you got your business registered and you have your domain name, go and your business needs to have its own Instagram, its own Facebook, its own Twitter, its own Threads, and its own TikTok, separate from you.
That's don't leave out LinkedIn. A lot of people.
And LinkedIn. I'm like, and that's all these are separate from your personal. They're your business's own social media identity.
Yeah, don't forget LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very important because it's more of a professional platform.
It's professional Facebook. Just say what it is. It's professional Facebook. It's different from Facebook because it's nothing but professional people in different industries. And it's a great way. It's a great way of networking. It's a great way of networking.
So she beat me to that part, but that was very good, Danyelle, because that was very, very important, because they do want to know your website. They're going to provide your website, provide your social media, like she said, your handles. That's common strictly across the board. The video. Someone want a video of you talking about your business or sharing your products and what you do. So a 1-minute video, a 2-minute video, or a 3-minute video. Have them already set up, at ahead of time. So that's, you already have it. So even with Motor City Match, they are.
Yeah.
I've done so many videos with other companies. I found one. I'm like, okay, I'm using that. Jabril just got to make a couple edits on it. Boom. That's nothing that I have to, oh my God, it's the last minute. Because you don't know when you get these grants. Sometimes these grants come to you, the deadline might be in 2 days or a day. Like, you definitely want to give yourself some time. Don't wait till the last minute. Give yourself a couple weeks or 3 weeks so you can really truly put your all into it, because believe me, they're going to be able to tell the difference. And you want to put forth your best effort, because not only are you applying for this grant, hundreds of other people are applying for this grant. So they can tell the people who actually put some work into it. But with AI, come on, it's going to make it sound so excellent. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to have you together, as long as you feeding it the proper information. Let's say that. And pay attention to what they are actually looking for. Really pay attention to what they are looking for. We talked about the business website. Queen already talked about the business email. So that was good. No Gmails. No, we're professionals. She said, can you have more than one LinkedIn platform? Well, yeah, you can, but it depends on what you
Okay, what does she mean by LinkedIn platform? Does she mean by have more than one LinkedIn profile?
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, I have one for my case management business, And I was just wondering if I wanted to do one for my coaching business, can I open up a separate one for that?
Yeah,
You you can, but
really wouldn't. Oh, go ahead.
that's because I have a LinkedIn account, but my LinkedIn account, I have everything that I do. I only have one account because I swear to God, when you start getting all these accounts, it starts to get a little cumbersome. But for everything that I do, from caregiving to case management, there's like different sectors that you could put on under the same account if it's tied to you.
Okay, I
If
see
you're
what you're
anything
saying.
like me, the last thing I need, I'm not one of those people that have like 4 and 5 Facebook accounts because that don't make no sense. I'm me. If I'm doing something different, I just change what I'm doing within my profile and then let it shoot out everywhere else. So you can add case manager under your name, and then everyone that's linked into you for case management will link into you for case management, or they'll link into you for whatever the other part is. Me personally, I wouldn't do another one because now another profile, because now you got to manage 2 profiles at once.
Got it. Sounds good. Yeah, thank you.
To speak on that, Stacy. So like I have my personal LinkedIn for LaKeisha, LaGrande, pretty much. And I have one because in life insurance. So I have one for the insurance, and then I have one for natural living by design. But of course, when I'm filling out these grants and I'm talking to people, I'm not talking about my life insurance business. I'm talking about natural living by design. So I'm not going to share that link. I'm not talking about life insurance. So I'm not going to share that profile. I'm only going to share the profile of what it is that, that I am doing, like Saltscape Spa and Float is on Facebook, has
Yeah.
But I'm not
for Facebook and all that. Yeah, you want to have your own pages for each individual business. But as LaKeisha LaGrande, for everything that you do, it's okay for LinkedIn only. Okay, I'm saying LinkedIn only, not for Facebook. It's okay to have your insurance company, Natural Living by Design, Madam Finance. It's okay to have all that under your umbrella, under that one profile, under LinkedIn, because that's all you. And only the people who are what's the word, linked into you for whatever it is that they're linked into you are going to see, or whatever it is that you do for that particular genre that you're working with.
So me personally, I guess it's a matter of opinion. Me personally, I keep them separate. I keep them separate. So I don't want, because sometimes like buyers, because I'm a supplier, and some people, they want to know that you're going to be 100% committed. So if they see you doing this, you doing that, how are you, they may assume, how are you going to be committed, 100% committed? You might have an investor who want to invest in your business, but if you have all of this going on, they may feel like, how are you going to be 100% vested? They want to make sure you're 100% present with your business or the project that you're on. And if they see that you're doing it, it could knock you out of the park. So I just keep mine separately, because some want you to totally be dedicated to your business 100%.
Like this, whoever is writing the biggest check will get my total dedication. Yeah, how about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real talk. Let's just be real talk. A lot of us are multifaceted because we are, some of us just are, just like me. My case this past weekend, I end up getting stuck at a client's house because someone didn't show up. Granted, that's not my only job that I do. Now today, when the same thing happened, I left because I'm like, you're not going to hold me here. I have a prior commitment that I'm committed to at 9 o'clock that I need to be prepared for. And just because of somebody's lack of consideration and ill preparedness is not going to sit here and affect what I need to do. So I heard the same thing, because my family's like, oh my God, you're doing way too much. Well, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. I could sit here and make $200 a day from the comfort of my home, heated, as opposed to doing something else. Or I could sell a product or two and do something else. So yeah, I feel you, LaKeisha, but I also feel like any investor, whoever's writing the biggest check is who my commitment will get to when we get to that point.
So when I'm talking to a buyer or I'm speaking to someone, I don't always let them know that I have another business or that I do life insurance. That conversation won't even come up. I'm not even talking about my soft skill. That's the conversation that they would not know about unless, strictly everything else I do. Everybody don't know everything that I do. In a certain circumstance, they should not know everything. But it's when I'm talking about now, that's it. I want them to think that is my baby. This is what I do, and I'm 100% all in. So I do not say, oh yeah, plus I do life insurance. I don't say none of that. I'm focusing on whatever it is that I'm focusing on. I would not mention that I do insurance in my grants also. Like, no, we talking about getting money for natural living by design to be able to get a building. I'm not saying anything about any other businesses. But to each their own. The business website for sure. That was very, very good, Queen Aduni. It cannot be no Gmail, no Yahoo.com. It needs to be the name of your company or your name at whatever that's like mine is Natural Living by Design. LaGrande at Natural Living by Design, sales at Natural Living by Design, customer service or customer support at Natural Living by Design, because you want to pursue yourself as a professional. When you're looking at these large corporations, what corporation do you see that has a Gmail? Like that's a lot of times you could just look, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, just be like a student, like you in a classroom, and see what others are doing. I always try to look at the big companies. What are they doing? These big companies are still doing blogs. So guess what? Natural Living by Design, we still do blogs. Most of the people that I know that I'm in close contact, they have not done not one blog. They're not doing blogs. But I'm looking at these big companies, it's a reason why they're doing blogs. So guess what? Natural Living by Design do blogs, okay? So don't throw that out the window. So just look at what these companies are doing that's in your field of area expertise. Look at a company that's been around for a long time and just look and see what they're doing. And that's what you probably need to be doing. They're treading the way. Like we should be treading the way for these people, our children, our future behind us. So let's do that. You don't have to create the way. You can just look and see what are they doing. You need to be doing it. It's a reason why. Most of the people I talk to that's new startup, there is because it is a lot. It is a lot. So being successful is not a solo act. So you need to do what you have to do to to make yourself prevalent, to make yourself present. Whether you have to pay somebody, use Fiverr.com to help you do blogs, or get you a social media person. You got people say, oh, they nobody doing blog. Oh no, when you look at these big corporations, oh, I see they doing blogs. So guess what? I'm still gonna be doing blogs. So we do blogs. Business phone number. Yes. You need a business phone number separate from your cell phone number, in most cases. Have they got all these 1-800 numbers. It's always good we have a 1-800 number, to call, because you want to set yourself up as a professional, a thriving business. I don't like saying, a small business. I don't look at us as a small business. I cannot stand saying that word because I feel like I'm manifesting. I'm going to stay small if I keep saying we small. So words have power. And then when you say that you're passionate about it, you know what I'm saying? You make that your reality.
I kind of think people do that because of where they're at. And I get what you're saying with this, because you said the small business and then you look at the big boys and it's like, okay, you have to understand they got departments where they got a person doing blogging, they got a person doing social media, they got a person doing traditional media, they got accounts receivable and customer service. And it's like with us, we're all in one. So I feel you about saying I'm a small business versus I'm a business. It's like
I understand
like, okay,
why they do it, but still you also have to be conscious of what's coming out of your mouth as well. I understand the category that we're placed in, but that don't mean I have to verbally say it, because I believe in the power of words, and we are co-creators. We create. What we create every day, whether you know it or not. We are creators. You know, we made in the image and likeness of God. God is a creator, and guess what? So are we. There's power in the words that come out of your mouth. And so everybody's not on that level like we are. So we're more conscious and aware, you know, than most people. So, you know, I just don't say it. I try not to say it, but I understand why they categorize as startup or, you know, small business. I get that, but I do not.
But you know what? I notice when it comes to our Caucasian cousins, they don't mind using a startup with a second, because a startup in January is a full-blown $1 million business by June. And I'm just sitting here looking like, how did because then, you know, they got millions in 3 months, and then it's like we're still sitting here, you know, working on, you know, $3.50. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. That's what I've noticed is like, or a kickoff. They got a kickoff in January. They're a millionaire by June. Okay. I would like to know
Right
what is the how is that happening?
But that's okay. Startup is different. You could be a startup and be a successful startup. I don't mean you small. But I got two more. It's 9:59. So I just want to get these last two out since we got the last two. We talked about the business phone number. Should have a voicemail that speaks to your business. You know, thank you for calling Natural Living by Design. Da 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 da. Not thank you for calling Danyelle. You know, or LaKeisha. No, talk your business. Check your business email daily, both inbox and spam folders, to ensure prompt response to grant persons that may be reaching out to you for additional information. The last thing I have on my list is have a virtual office address for your business, because a lot of times they don't want you to have they want you to use your home address. So our company, we lease a space in a factory, and so that's where all our products go, and we use that address. You know, we pay $100 a month for it, but that's a address. It's in the hub zone. And if they look it up, anybody look it up from China, Pakistan, they pull it up and look at your address, they won't see a house. If anybody from MMS sees it, they won't see a house. They'll see a full-blown factory.
It's
So
very
I hope this information was very helpful. We're in 2024. It's time for us to level up to the next level. Goals and visions. We're doing it. We need to be.
Hey, Keisha, do we have that information in a checklist form? Do you have that in a checklist form?
I do, and I am going to work on putting it together, because I'm going to be using all of this stuff for my workshop. I'm working on Madam Finance and having this information where I will be able to share. So you all get this stuff firsthand. It's stuff that I've had, but I'm tweaking it. I'm putting it together because it's very important. And I just want to make sure that we, as the Elizabeth and anyone else who comes and they come to the Grand Rising Elizabeth, that they get fed some good stuff to help in overall areas of your life, from your finance, your health and wellness. We got it covered, to the mental, to the, you know what I'm saying, the passion and the purpose, you know.
That being said, that's very, very, very good information. LaKeisha, I would like to ask Mama Evelyn if Wednesday, if that works for you, LaKeisha, that you be her guest so that you can continue on, unless you already have something, Mama Evelyn.
No,
You
no.
can continue so that we don't have to wait another week. We can start working on these things, and
Okay.
yeah, I got my list. I got everything written down. Okay, so
Yeah,
and we don't want to wait. If you can do that on Wednesday, will that work for you?
Yeah. It's okay with Miss Pinkert. The beautiful. Look at her hair, y'all. She's just so beautiful, just glowing.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah, we want to level up, we want to line up with what is going to make it work. And,
Yeah. Just look for we're in the preparation stage. Let's just look at it as we're preparing. We're preparing for, we got a whole year. There are gonna be so many grants. They're not, that's out here that we qualify for. Let's get in preparation. So when these grants come, boom, we can knock them out. Boom, 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 because we got the foundation set.
Do you write grants? LaKeisha?
No,
Okay.
I don't write grants or anything like. And now, some people, depending on grant writers, they're gonna say yes, you need to write a grant. But it's different than it was
They're
back when.
really just filling out. You're really just
It's just
filling out,
they having
asking
the same
questions.
questions.
That's
I
all
mean,
you're doing is
it made
answering
it so
questions.
much easier that you don't need to start from scratch. Now, grant writer would disagree with me because that's what they do. That's how they make their money. But these grants, you get these grants, all you gotta do is know how to answer these questions and know how to answer this. Master answering the questions. And the more you do these grants, the more the better you're gonna get. The better you're gonna already have stuff set up. You know what I do for every grant that I fill out? And every answer, I copy and paste it. I put the question into a Word document, the questions, I put it, the answer, how I responded to it, I put it there. And I call it the Motor City Match Grant, the Hatch Grant, the blah, blah grant, so that you can always go back and see it. You ain't totally have to start from scratch. You can go back to the grants and see how you answer the questions and tweak it. If you I could have did this better, answered it better to you, and then it's gonna be perfected. So I have every question, I copy and paste it, my answer, and I save it, and that way I always have that document. Ooh, that was a good nugget, y'all. That was a
yeah, girl.
Good information. I'm so glad I tuned in.
Yes, so that way you always have it. You can always go back. So like last year, we applied for the Hatch program. I think they said hundreds of people was applying for the Hatch program. And actually, it was my first time. And I'm a good writer. It take me a long time, though, to get all my thoughts, but I'm a very good writer. So whenever I used to get my reports, I used to get A's on my reports. My mother is an excellent writer as well. But I used AI for the first time with that Hatch grant, and I was like, what? We got something. So, but and that when you're in competition, so that we made the first phase, and we didn't make it to the second phase. But guess what? The hatch is open again. It just opened. Not even a whole week. So guess what? I'm gonna be opening up my hatch thing, and I'm gonna, I have it. And so it should be a lot easier, and then I can figure out, why didn't we go to the next level? So we just have to keep on being diligent. The Bible says the hand of the diligent make it rich. Okay, so that's diligent. Everybody get their time and chance. If you stay in the game, we just gotta stay in the game.
Play the game. Play the
Oh,
game.
I'm not
And stand
I barely burnt anything.
and enjoy the
Barely.
journey. Like there's no just enjoy the journey of what you're doing. Just enjoy the journey, and just roll with it. Everything is not gonna always go the way we want it, but just roll with it. Yeah, Clack, just roll with it. Just okay, just roll with it, baby. You know what I'm saying? You still was getting paid for being there. It's not like you was there, you weren't getting paid, right?
No, I got paid, but the thing about it is from Thursday until today, because the reason why I left at 7:30 today is because I worked over 60 hours. Like I'm not going into another 12 hour, So it's not even that.
But one thing I want to say is that you're always saying, I want my money, I need my money, and now the opportunity is here and you complaining about it. Like,
okay, so
give you
universe, I need to make more money in the field of industry that I want, which is social media. Like I thought about that. I need to be a little bit more.
Now she get more hours. Now she get more hours. Now she getting some more hours. Now she get more hours.
Well, yeah, LaKeisha, look at it like this: the more hours I get caregiving, the more I'm not doing social media. So there's what the balance is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and when you schedule, I get my schedule a month out. So I schedule around my schedule. So when somebody doesn't show up on a mandated case, it's like, now you're taking me away from something else that I really want to do. So I'm not complaining. I'm not
gonna-
complaining. I'm just
Yeah,
giving
we're
it
know
away.
going-
what? I'm not gonna speak on it, but
Yeah.
we're gonna have this conversation again.
We are
okay?
going to,
Oh, I gotta
we are
go.
going to
I have to go.
be grateful for any opportunity where something is being taken care of. And many times what we love to do, what we're passionate about doing, it's not where, obviously somebody needed this. We're able to provide that. So wonderful. We're able to get paid for providing that. And then we just keep working on what we're doing, and we keep and stay in the position of being grateful. Even though our body is tired, it's not exactly what, but it all leads, it all works together. It all works together.
For your
It
good.
all works together. You know, it might be a person that sees the diligence and the sacrifice and have what you want over here. And they just see how you adjusted to do that and say, I like the spirit. I love this about that person. And they have the answer, or they have the opportunity over here. It's all about the energy and being grateful.
Okay.
Being
You're
grateful. And
preaching to the choir, guys, right now. Because like right now, my ankles are
Danyelle,
freezing.
we're
So
gonna
I hear you. I hear you, but I'm like,
end on let's give ourselves a big hug. And we will see you continue on Wednesday. Okay, and we are starting at 9 o'clock.
mhm.
Yes.
And
Yes.
leaders in your seat before
Yes.
9 o'clock. I
Yes.
say up and up,
Okay.
up and we up leveling. So give yourself a big hug. Hey, Ebony. Ebony, you look like you sleep. And give the world a big hug. And give goodness and grateful, being grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm
Yeah.
mighty grateful. Hey, be blessed. I'll see you later.